Yeah. Talk about this experience of obviously being in the political minority, but then also in a racial minority, gender minority. Um, how do you maneuver in the Capitol such that you can drive legislation when there may be, you're at in the minority
Yeah.
in so many different ways.
So I'll ask you a question. Do you know what an occupational therapist is?
I do, yes.
Okay. So an occupational therapist is like skilled at listening. So when I train my students, I train them to be like, there's whole theories around intentional listening and therapeutic rapport and intentional relationships. And so, occupational therapists have to find commonalities with their patients very quickly because we ask them to do very vulnerable things. And we meet people at some of the most desperate times in their life. So I will see someone back when I used to practice clinically, one day post-stroke, and they're hemiplegic, right? They're paralyzed on one side. And I have to assess how they dress themselves. And so the first thing I do is I go into that room, and I'm a student of theirs. I want to learn all about them. What's your life like? What's your support system? What are your favorite activities? What do you want to get back to doing? What's your employment? All of these things that make up that person. And then I can develop a connection so that I can say, and now I need to see you dress and undress yourself in order to make sure it's safe for you to go home. Honestly, legislating is pretty similar. People just want to be heard. And the other side of the aisle just wants to be heard and respected, just like we want to be heard and respected. So it's important for me to see my colleagues as humans. I want to know what they value. I want to know about their kids. I want to know how I can assist them in their life, their personal life. Are they going through a struggle, a tragedy? Do we have some shared connection? And once I can find that commonality, it humanizes the whole situation. And I think people are desperate for politics to be human again. And so then we can actually work on the thing that impacts everyday lives. And so when I came into the State House as the wife of a police officer, I was able to have that commonality with former law enforcement officers, people that have been longstanding supporters of law enforcement agencies, and have that and really command that respect because I walked that blue line alongside my husband. I know what it is to be fearful that he may not return home one night. I know what it is to sacrifice. And so if we can keep those things in common and not focus on the maybe 10,000 things that we don't agree on, we can actually create good pieces of legislation and listen to each other and be heard.